Hi there, everybody. It's Flores-Tech here, coming back with another CompTia continuation of studying here. It's 6/23/2023. So let's get to it. Now, CompTia is a great resource for people wanting to get into the tech field, like cybersecurity, cloud, computing, all sorts of different networking ventures that you can go ahead and take with these CompTia certificates that you can earn. So let's continue here. So multi-factor authentication can be executed in many different ways. Which of the following company policies engage multi-factor authentication? So all personnel must register in a biometric identification system for accessing buildings C, D, and E. These buildings are equipped with retinal and fingerprint scanners. All personnel must comply. Authenticate to the server using username, password, and security key fob token. If a security token is lost, it must be immediately reported to the security manager. Upon entering Building C, all personnel must present their access card to the security officer for scanning against the biometric database. At each work terminal, the CAC must insert a valid card reader, and user must present a PIN. All personnel must leave cell phones outside secure facility before entering. All personal electronics, no USBs. Okay, so I'd say like these two right here. No? Okay, that's fair. So, which of the following metrics would be considered when determining efficacy rates and biometric pattern sustainability? Suitability, FAR, which is false rejection rate, or excuse me, false acceptance rate, as well as the false rejection rate and the crossover error rate. Crossover error rate. Okay. A push notification sends a mobile application for two-factor authentication. Users download the authentication services, random generate codes for authentication security. Perfect. All right. So differentiate between the retinal scan and the iris scan. And the correct answer is that retinal scans are complex and intrusive, yet highly accurate, using infrared light to perform blood vessel pattern analysis. So retinal scans are highly intrusive. Okay, gotcha. That makes way more sense with that knowledge there. Okay, gotcha. Token. Okay, perfect. Let's get it. Let's continue here. So, what major advantages does time based one time password algorithm have over HMAC based one time based algorithm? Generates longer password hash, does not require a physical device as a token, is vulnerable to physical interception. What major advantages does time base have? Well, it has an expiration time to the token. Nice. So FRR, CER, and FAR. Historically speaking, signatures have been used to prove the identity of document signers. In order to make forging attempts less successful, which added layer of security is provided by signature recognition technology? Point by point signature matching, pressure and stroke sensitivity, photographic, storage and signature data, pattern matching technology. I'm gonna go with pressure and stroke sensitivity. Perfect. A large organization is looking for a quick, effective biometric scanning technique that will support heavy traffic at one of their main facilities. Consider the advantages and disadvantages of various biometrics to scanners to determine which would best meet the organization's need. I would go with fingerprinting would be faster. No? Retinal scan? Iris scan. Which of the following provides a two-factor authentication? Insert a common access card and enter in a PIN. Yeah, okay. An organization deployed an application for team collaboration to overcome telework challenges. Users must enter their organizational email and password at initial setup. Now, to gain access to this application, the user must install Google Authenticator on their mobile device. The authentication service provides a random sequence of numbers to use to complete authentication process. Which two-factor authentication does this best represent? That's a time-based one-time password, since it is always changing and renewing. When considering a biometric recognition system on a company facility, which of the following considerations is least relevant to managing traffic control? Um, Throughput. So the speed. No. Okay. The camera is placed at the entrance to the server room to allow entry based upon an individual's unique walking style. What is this? Is which of the following behavioral biometric pattern recognitions? Well, this is gait analysis. All right. And again, thank you for joining us here at Flores-Tech. This is a quick little study session with CompTia for the CompTia Security Plus certification. And this is section 2.4, summarize authentication and authorization design and concepts. So here we're learning a few different ones here. So an iris scanner best meets the airport's needs. Iris scanning can be implemented in a higher traffic area where throughput is a concern. At the same time, high accuracy, while ease of spoofing is fairly low. The enrollment process for employees is less intrusive than a retinal scan for iris scanners. And a false rejection rate is the least relative figure because it only causes inconvenience to users who should have access and are rejected in error. Cool. An authentication application automatically sends a message to the user attempting to gain access. The message asks the user to re-enter credentials and a one-time code. That is a push notification. Nice. All right. A large metropolitan airport employs hundreds of workers daily. The facility managers have been tasked with increasing security checks for employee entering airport terminals while maintaining a quick processing time of employee credentials. Analyze the scenario and determine which biometric scanning procedure best meets the airport's needs. That's going to be the iris scanner. It's quick, efficient, and it's not super intrusive. While the retinal scans are complex and intrusive, yet highly accurate, using infrared light to perform blood vessels pattern analysis. Let's go. Alrighty, must enter a PIN. And let's see. A security token is lost. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. We are moving through it now, catching up on these questions. Learning. It's never too late to adapt, to learn, to grow, to develop ourselves. That's what it's about. Flores-Tech, covering these things, and as we get going here, we're gonna be covering a lot more different kinds of technologies, things that you can use, different kinds of reviews, things like that on this channel. So be on the lookout for that as well. It is the 23rd of June here, so that's pretty fantastic. A couple days after summer solstice of 2023, so that's pretty good. So, when considering installing a biometric recognition system in a company facility, which of the following characteristics is least relevant to managing traffic control? It's going to be the crossover error rate. Oh, no. False negative rate. False rejection rate. Sorry. Yep, there we go. Fingerprint scanning is one of the most straightforward methods of biometric identification. Which of these concerns are most pertinent to the use of this type of technology? Surfaces must be clean and dry. High expensive installation, easy of spoofing. We'll go with those two right there. Nice. Look at that. Which of the following metrics should be considered when determining if efficacy rates and biometric patterns? It's going to be the FAR, the SIR, and the FUR. Hey, here we go. What is a push notification? Store services that an app or website can use to display an alert? No. Occurs when a mobile device contains an operating system that is separate from the end user, tags corporate or confidential data, and prevents it from being. Okay, interesting. I guess store services that an app or website can use to display an alert on a mobile device. Okay. I feel like I should have known that. That's fine. That's the learning. No worries. Ba-ba-da-da. Multi-factor authentication. I would say these two right here. All right. And what is a push notification? Well, if we learned hopefully from last time, it's stored services that an app or website can use to display an alert on the mobile device. There we go. Why must token devices be closely synchronized with authentication server? Setting a time limit for a code helps ensure it is not used by an unauthorized user should a token-bearing device be lost. One-time passwords often contain timestamps that expire quickly if not used. Synchronizing the systems allow for accurate accounting and auditing when systems are accessed and by what means. If the authentication server is not accessed within the allotted time window, notification is sent to a token issuer so they can investigate the deviation. I wasn't really too sure about that one, but that's okay. Okay, here. Reading biometric, heavy traffic, iris scanner. Because it's accurate even with heavy traffic. An employee can authenticate to any client on the network and have shared files available for viewing. What function will provide this capability? Directory services. The difference between a retinal and iris scan? Well, the retinal scan is complex and intrusive, very highly accurate, and it does use infrared light to perform blood vessel pattern analysis. Really, right there with least relevant to managing traffic control is going to be those false negatives, because that means that someone who is supposed to be in there is for some reason getting some type of an error. So that's not as important as like the false positives or not having people go in fast enough and all that other kind of stuff. Let's learn. All right, so synchronization in the system. Okay, so I was close. I was close on that. That's not bad. That's not terrible. Okay, cool. Store services at an app or website. Okay, perfect. One time synchronizing and setting a time limit. Let's do it. Let's run it. Perfect. All right. Let's see how it went. right. Cool. Not too bad. Definitely worth the studying there. Good. Learning a lot with it, honestly. So that's always helpful. Well, just want to say thank you, everybody. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, leave a comment for the algorithm. It's Flores-Tech signing out here. Thanks. Enjoy yourself. And until next time.